You're not muted yet.
Y'all feel her bed, see if it's still warm. It was warm to me last night.
What?
Her bed out there. Just laid your hand.
Can you guys hear me?
I'll keep on looking.
I think we're ready. We're live stream on YouTube now.
We're live stream. All right. That's important. Okay. All right. Now, who am I missing? Ruth hadn't joined yet. Can't see Karen anymore. Karen. Hey, Nathan. I mean, David, Aaron. I can't hear in here.
What is it?
Mom said it feels a little.
Yeah, well, that's the way it's supposed to be, just a little. You know, cause it's closed up. You don't want her getting hot in there and shit. That's just as bad.
Are you?
Okay, I can hear better. I'm getting better, but
No.
all right. Somebody talk to me.
Good evening, Tim.
Karen?
Yes.
Okay, I can
Hey,
hear.
Ted.
I couldn't hear you all.
We weren't saying anything.
Okay. All right. You're right. Okay. All right, this is, looks good from my standpoint. If you can, let's see here. We'll call this meeting to order. Start with an invocation. Somebody needs, let's see, David,
Yes.
I need you to mute. All right, Charlene. Did you mute yours, Charlene? Now, I'm still hearing echo. I don't like that.
Charlene's not muted. She could, yeah, if she would, I mean, it'd be helpful if people were muted when they weren't, you're all in the same spot.
If I mute the
Ted's muted.
recording's gonna stop.
I'm not muted. Okay, I was just, we got a little bit of echo here still. That's
Charlene's not muted.
okay. Charlene, can you mute yours?
There we go.
Now she's muted. And I believe, do you still hear echo, David? I don't. Okay. All right. I'll call this meeting to order and we'll open with a prayer. Heavenly Father, we thank you for the blessings of life. We thank you for this opportunity for each of us to come together and do the business of the city. Heavenly Father, we lift up this city, this county, this state, our nation, Heavenly Father, as we're battling this pandemic. And we ask you to be with each and every person. We ask you to heal the ones that are sick. We ask you to ease the tensions throughout this nation and this climate of change, Heavenly Father, and help us all to face that. Especially lift up the ones that are in the hospitals, Heavenly Father, and ones that are in treatment. We ask you to, again, heal them and protect the healthcare people and the doctors and the nurses and keep them safe. We lift up our troops throughout this country, throughout this world, standing for our freedom, Heavenly Father, and we ask you to guide, guard, and protect each and every soldier, and we ask you to comfort their families as their loved ones are away. Bless each and every one that maybe hears this meeting tonight. Help us to do the best for the citizens of Garden, Kentucky. These things we ask in your name. Amen. And we do have, can you see the flag behind me? We'll say the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. All right, we'll do roll call.
Rhonda Smith,
She waved.
James Clement,
Yeah.
Ruth Brooks,
Here.
Karen Curl,
Here.
Nathan Grace,
Here.
David Heron,
Here.
and Chris Wisher.
All right, good. Before we go into the regular meetings, I want to send out a congratulations to Rhonda Smith, Karen Curl, David Heron, Nathan Grace, and Beth French for accepting the positions for our next term in council. Appreciate you people running and all of you, and appreciate the dedication to the city. And we'll have one to appoint in January. We have one vacant seat, and we'll kind of start tonight by announcing it if people are listening, and we'll try to get it on our Facebook. Have people send in letters if they're interested in filling the vacant council seat. If you guys yourselves have anyone you want to recommend, please do, and get them to do that and let everybody know so we can get the word to all council in the not too distant future. And I also want to thank James Clemens for his service. He chose not to run, and he's going to kind of retire and keep working on his water line over there on Wilson Lane. Maybe get that all squared away here pretty soon. But mainly, James, I appreciate your dedication and your attendance and your insight on everything. You've done a wonderful job, and you got one more month. You're not done quite yet, but we'll, I do appreciate that, and I want you to know that.
Thank you.
Next order of business is the approval of the regular minutes from October 20th, 2020. I hope you all have them.
No, I don't see the minutes attached to the.
Did you get the second email?
Second email.
Yeah, I sent you a second one.
No, I did not. I have two emails, one about the meeting and one with the November pack.
The minutes wasn't in your pack, Nathan?
No, sir.
Sorry.
It's okay.
If they look in order, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes.
I make a motion to approve the
Okay, Karen.
I'll second.
So second by Rhonda. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Or, yeah. Opposed, like sign. Thank you. All right, we got the bills for October. Next order of business.
Nathan, did you get the bills?
Yeah,
Okay with them?
thank you, Charlene. I'm good with the bills.
David,
Yeah, I'm fine with them.
Mr. Clements,
Yeah.
Rhonda,
Good.
Ruth, I'll make a motion
I'm
to
sorry, I was on mute. I'm good.
make a motion to approve the bills.
Second,
Move, who seconded it? Okay. All in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Okay,
I,
Aye.
all right, now, thank you. All righty, we've got a note here, unfinished business. Attorney Chris Witcher will give an update on our personnel plan. I mean, this is an ordinance we're going to need to do sometime in January for sure to get it ready for next budget cycle on putting the limits and everything on the positions, salaries and stuff. Have you got any update on that, Chris?
Yeah, so, sorry. I wanted to have it this meeting, but I'll definitely have it for you. Charlene and I have been talking about it, get you something. And if I could get, I can email it out to everybody ahead of time, or I can email it to Charlene and she can email it out so everybody can see it and we can get it ready for the next meeting. It'd be nice to get some things like this done in December.
Good.
And the phone policy and the clock, all those employment things we've talked about.
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
I'd like, it's up to you all, but it seems like if you could get those in place in December and not leave them over for the change in January.
Okay.
Other option would be to leave them over for January and let the new council deal with them, but it may be better just to get them in place and not have to go through all that then. But
Well, that would be, we would begin that. It's going to be an ordinance, so it's going to take two
right, that's
two
true.
votes to pass it, so it's going to overlap, but that's okay. I'd like to have it done.
Right.
Really would. One other question, Chris.
Yes.
I've talked to Charlotte. I feel like we need to swear in the newly elected prior to January. And I'm pondering on how to do it, either to maybe have them come in the office one at a time, and we just swear each individual in.
Right.
And then we can do a group that's swearing in if we want to, as a ceremony in January. But I feel sure we have to have them sworn in before January 1.
Yeah. And I think you can do it. We talked, Charlene and I talked a little bit about it. I think you can do them. You can do them virtually as long as you each can see each other. So both would have to be on video and each can hear each other.
The way this is set up here, this looks good. I guess it would be doable. But I'm not opposed to doing it one at a time.
Right. But if it came down to it and you needed to get on a Zoom with anybody and they could see you and you could see them and you could hear each other.
That makes it legal is what I want to make
Under the
sure. we
current,
don't do
under
something
the
wrong.
current COVID rules, that would be fine. And you just still have to sign the paperwork and everything.
Mhm.
So getting together may not be a bad thing, but
Okay. Well, we'll try to get that done here in December, somewhere along the line.
and then one thing you might think about with some of these items, if we can get them done, and maybe it's not your normal practice and you wouldn't want to, but some places I work with will schedule a special meeting at the end of the year, before the end of the year, to
Okay.
do year-end items. You guys are on a fiscal year, not on a calendar year, so it's not as important. But if there was anything you wanted to get done,
Mhm.
you just don't want, you don't maybe look like you're trying to squeeze something through before
Certainly.
another council. But it's, if there's business that can be completed, that would be something that you might think about.
Okay. Well, about all I really thought about is getting everybody sworn in properly,
Yep.
making sure we do it right. I don't want to make them do something that would not be acceptable. So. All righty. I've got new business. We've got a resolution that that we propose to you. It's really, this CARES money is like each city is qualified a certain amount. We were qualified for 50,000. Of course, we'd have to spend 50,000, find something, spend it on. And, there's a lot of rules to it. So this resolution puts us in a joint resolution with the Henderson County Fiscal Court to where they would get the remainder of the money that we didn't use. And that way it would come to Henderson County. In talking to the judge, I told him that we were, going to consider this and do this. Roberts already has done such. And he said, if something comes up before this is over and we have a need for some money, that he would work some way to try to channel it back to us. But the county's probably got a whole lot of other areas and, more employees and this and that. They can spend this money a whole lot easier and quicker than we can on what it's qualified for. So that's it in a nutshell now. And if you want, I'll read the beginning of it here. And then I think, Charlene, do you have the total monies that we're talking?
No.
You don't have the total left?
No, I don't.
Okay. But I was thinking we know what we've spent though, don't we?
Let me get that.
Yeah. Dig that out so everybody know. Is there any questions about this or any opposition? I don't mean it that way, but you want me to go ahead and read this resolution? Joint resolution authorizing coronavirus relief funds transfer from the city of Corydon to the Henderson County Fiscal Court. City of Corydon. Adoption of a resolution by the city of Corydon authorizing the transfer of it's a remaining funds, and I think, she'll see how much we've spent so far, of their allotment of coronavirus relief fund, or CRF, to the Henderson County CRF funds. Whereas the city has CRF funds allotted, but does not desire reimbursement for expenses incurred due to the public health emergency with respect to the coronavirus 2019 COVID-19, and whereas county desires reimbursements for expenses incurred due to the public health emergency with respect to the coronavirus disease COVID-19. Whereas the city agrees to transfer X amount of dollars of their city CRF funds allotment to the county. And whereas it is recognized that the county will have additional CRF funds available to the county pursuant to the Coronavirus Aid Relief and Economic Security Act, CARES Act, and impose certain obligations and responsibilities upon the county that require, among other things, approval of a satisfactory application by the county transmitted to the DLG for approval, and obligations of the county in connection with receiving CRF funds for the purposes stated herein. Now therefore be it resolved that this day of 2020 by the city of Corydon, that X amount of dollars will be of city CRF allotment shall be transferred to the county CRF funds allotment. A CRF application on behalf of the county for these funds, reimbursements of expenses incurred by the county due to the public health emergency with respect to COVID-19 shall be submitted to the DLG. I think I probably went too far.
Okay, we said $1,391.
11,000.
But I told you that we can hold $2,000 for anything else other, further in December.
Okay, and we have spent 11,000.
Yeah, $11,391.
All right, and that's the figures we're going to have to write into this thing. What's
I
left?
still have some more invoices, the thing that we bought, and the cleaning items.
Okay,
And then the city reimbursement for my coronavirus sickness when I was quarantined.
okay. So we're going to keep an extra 2,000 toward us, and then the rest of it go to the county. Is there any questions or statements?
Yeah, let me see if I understand this. If we say we have 2 more employees to go out with the coronavirus, is the county going to give us the money to reimburse us for their salary?
Okay, when you can, Karen. I was out quarantined and I took my sick time, and you can get that money back.
Okay, but what I'm saying, Charlene, is if you were out with the coronavirus, you should not have used your sick time if this CARES money pays for that.
That's what I'm saying. You're going to get reimbursed back.
No,
No,
you're
she's saying that if we give it to Henderson, will Henderson pay yours if we give them the money back?
That's not the purpose of this, really. I mean, that's one, you're picking one item, but we're talking, I'm looking at PPE that they have to buy for the fire departments and the ambulance and stuff like that. We got till December 31st, is the end of us asking for any of this money, and we don't.
If we don't use it, it goes back to Frankfurt.
It goes back to Frankfurt. It actually might go back further than that, but it definitely goes back to Frankfurt.
don't get me wrong, I'm all for giving it to Henderson County.
Yeah.
But I want Henderson County because in the past, Corydon has been left sitting high and dry. And I don't want, if we need it, like for our fire department or our joining fire department, Smith Mills or Cairo or, I want them to get it.
Well, our best shot at getting it is getting it into Henderson County. That's
Okay.
what I say it is reserved for.
Karen, when I took the HR class, the volunteer fire department is not part of the CARES Act unless they ask for it themselves.
Gotcha.
Well, the county would.
Now, if you were working, if we had a fire department that we were paying salary for, yes, we can use that money for the CARES Act. But
Gotcha.
volunteer, they don't.
Okay.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, so, I mean, I don't know at all what y'all can use the CARES money for.
Mhm.
Nothing that we could do for the people of Corydon with the CARES Act money?
Nothing.
No.
We bought, protective
Because I know
stuff.
like Henderson had that with their, what's the name? They have that in Kentucky or whatever.
Yeah, now that's different. this CARES money is like we replaced this floor in the city office with CARES money. Now it qualified according to DLG. And we bought lots of cleaning stuff and, you know, done our own cleaning. Now we haven't hired any cleaning done, but that's, you know, gloves, masks, shields, you know, the laptop counted as part of this Zoom stuff. That's the kind of stuff the CARES money is going for. This particular money can't go pay sewer bills or anything like that. I wish it would, but they say it won't.
Okay,
Is that what we
purchase,
use?
did we purchase the protective stuff for council?
Yeah, we
Okay.
purchased that. It's here.
Okay,
It's just the time is running out for us to use it. You know, you got 30 days and but
Right.
the stuff has to qualify, and that's a procedure in itself, getting it to qualify.
well, if nobody else has any questions, I'll make a motion to approve this.
I appreciate that. I think, you know, like I say, we need to keep the money here in Western Kentucky for sure, and in Henderson
I'll
County.
second the motion.
Thank you, James. Is there any other questions? I don't want to leave it with anybody wondering, but if not, I'll call for a vote. Roll call. Charlene?
I heard y'all was writing. Rhonda Smith,
Yeah.
James Clement,
Yeah,
Bruce Brooks,
Yes.
Karen Curl,
Yes,
Nathan Grace,
Yes.
David Heron.
Yes.
Thank you. All righty, next order of business at Public Works. You know, things have been going pretty good. The guys keep the sewer system, the wet wells washed out and stuff like that. I haven't had a lot of complaints about odor. I know there's still occasional, you know, bouts with it, but we keep them flushed out. It seems to control it.
Have we got the tank yet, the tank truck yet?
They haven't got it yet. You know, you know, I actually wasn't planning on even getting into this flushing until next spring anyway, but yeah, they're still waiting for the truck. I think it's ordered coming out of Texas. I ain't 100% sure that they have picked who the vendor that, you know, they had the trucks nailed down. They had 2 bidders. And I was talking to Jeff King, and he just said they hadn't decided or picked the last time I talked to him on the truck. I figured it'd be here, probably here after January, somewhere along there. I forgot if I ain't mistaken, he said 6 to 8 weeks to build it. I believe that's what he said.
while we're on Public Works, do we need a new roll-up overhead door for where city maintenance?
Yeah, we do.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
I was approached by one of the maintenance guys, and he said he had talked to you about it, and I didn't know if he was going to bring it up, and I told him I would bring it up at the meeting.
Well, I hadn't thought about bringing it up now, but I do need to do it before we get that tanker. He's right. So I don't have any prices to give you, but we do need to do that. We needed a new door there anyway for a lot of reasons, security and everything else. But if you'll give me the go ahead, I'll go ahead and get some quotes on it. I won't act on it until we meet again. But
Well, I
haven't done that yet.
and get quotes.
Mhm.
That's something you need to seriously think about doing.
Yeah, we need it done anyway, but the reason was so we could put our dump truck up there in that garage, and it won't go under. It's too short. The door is to get the truck under it now. So if you want to vote, you know, make a motion and vote for me to get quotes on it, I'll do that.
Well, I'll make a motion,
Okay,
quotes for a new rolling overhead door for the maintenance.
Okay.
I'll second.
okay. All in favor?
Uh,
Opposed? Okay. We'll do that because I'm not sure we'll let the garage builders tell us what's the best door to get the most room, but the roll up sounds like it to me. You know, that'll give more clearance there. We'll try to get as much clearance as we can. I will call, and if any of y'all know of anybody, tell me. But you know, Evansville Garage Builders is the only ones I've ever dealt with. So
For Brian.
who is that?
Brian Cockett.
Truck is being built in Evansville. Well, I Swanee. All right, this is Brian must be listening to us. Coghill, and he sent word. Excuse me, but that truck is being built in Evansville, and I thought it was going to Texas, so I done lost it. All right. But it won't be done until October, November of 2021. So we may have to borrow their old one anyway, because you know, it won't take what we need to do if we just need water to dump down the manhole. So that's good. And that's, like I said, I didn't even hear Evansville. Texas is the only one I could remember. So, okay. All right, so I have a motion to look into the door, and I'll get busy on that and have us something surely for the next meeting. All right, the next thing is probably going to take some discussion. Christmas. I know that in fact, I intended to read, I've got a copy of Bashir's restrictions that I was going to put in all your guys' boxes here. And I was going to read some of them, but you kind of know if you watch TV what's going on. It's pretty tight. I still feel like we could do a little Christmas giving, and I'm gonna leave it to you all for some suggestions. Charlene, you better make sure we get these down. But you know, I think we could have a drive-through over here at the fire barn where they could just drive by, and we could, you know, safely hand them a sack with treats in it and a gift for a certain age child. I think we could do that safely and do it social distance wise. They could just open their truck and set it in the back of their car. You know, I don't know what you all think about that. If you want to make it, it's going to be an effort from us to do it. We're going to have to make an effort, but I don't know. It's Christmas, you know, maybe I'm being a little selfish. I think the kids deserve something to brighten their day, or, you know, see Santa Claus as handsome as our Santa Claus is. You know, we got about the best Santa Claus around. So,
And I've already talked to Santa, and he is all on board with whatever we want to do. Brian Coghill had suggested if we didn't do Santa at the fire department, maybe he would come up with a parade route and
Okay.
Santa through town. But I'm like you, Ted. I mean, everything's been so gloomy, and the kids hadn't been able to see their friends, go to school, nothing.
Yeah.
You know, a couple days a week. I think they deserve something.
Figure some way to get it to them. Surely we're smart enough to do that. You know, I hope we are. Now, Rhonda had a good suggestion. She and I talked. I'll let her talk about how to kind of get an idea of how old they are and what they are. Go ahead, Rhonda.
Well, I thought maybe we could get the parents to sign up. They could do it on Facebook. They could call the city building. They could drop a piece of paper off with the city building, a boy, a girl, the age, and then we would find age appropriate toys for them. And then maybe that drove up, we would have it ready and give it to them.
Okay.
I mean, that would take a little work on our part gathering it up, but I mean, it's something.
Well, you know, I thought about that, and Ted and I talked about that. And even if Brian did the drive around parade, maybe rather than getting the kids out down to city or down to the fire department, maybe Santa could come off the truck, hand them. But here's my thing. What are you going to do if little Johnny down at Union County, his cousin lives in Corden, and they call and say, hey, they're giving away toys at Corden. and little Johnny comes up here and we don't have anything for him. You know what I'm saying?
Surely they can fix that, but that could happen. I love little Johnny to have something, but don't mind where they come from personally, but.
Right.
I mean, we have people that come to it that come from outside of Cardin every year.
Sure, I know you're right. And I'm not, that's all right,
Yeah, that's fine.
Most of it's out of our pocket anyway, so.
Yeah, but I mean,
personally,
we're
so
just trying to find a way to accommodate them.
getting the ages would make it easier. I agree with Rhonda on that. But we're still gonna have to, I think we're gonna have to bring them to at least by the fire barn for if we have to do what Karen just said, run and get another gift. They're there, I don't think we'd want to carry them around on that fire truck around there and try to, maybe, and it might work. You might be able to put boxes on the fire truck and add to. What do you think about a decent sized bag that will hold, that we can put those treat bags in? I don't know what candy canes and all that's going to be involved in that, and then a gift of some sort. And of course, we got a lot of stuff still over there. Plus, I've taken newly donated toys over there just this week. What do you think about that?
I like it myself. I mean, I think, like I said, I think the kids have been through enough this year. I think they deserve something.
Rhonda, can I ask you a question about yours?
Yeah.
Send in the name and the age, so what we'll just have a toy with that person's name and stuff on it to give to them.
Well, like when they drive up, maybe whoever drives them can say, yeah, that I turned in for the Brown family, and we would know that the Brown family's got a little boy that's 3 and a little girl that's 5. And, maybe we could already have it packaged up.
Okay.
I'm just.
It'd make it more efficient. It would.
I mean,
instead of us
yeah, I'm just-
scrambling.
Trying to throw ideals out, a way to do it safely.
Yeah, it would be easier if you say it like that, if they don't come to, like if you do the drive-through, but if we go downtown, I think it'll be a little different.
Yeah.
And
I think
be
it'd
a little harder
on the truck, to get stuff together. If we had it there and they come and get it, then if we had to add to, like if little Johnny comes from somewhere and they have an extra one, maybe we.
But you will put it out on Facebook to accommodate people from Henderson.
Yeah.
You get them to sign up, right?
I'm gonna put it to sign up. I'm not gonna get in, the part is I wouldn't turn anybody away, but I'm not gonna say everybody come down here either,
Right.
That's my thought is if they get signed up with relatives or whatever, then that's fine.
Oh, okay.
But I wasn't gonna say, send it to Henderson, say everybody come down here, because really we want signed up. We want to know what we're getting given out. So.
Right.
Usually we do what, and it's been 100 treats. That's what we usually do, right?
Yes.
I haven't mentioned that to the Lions Club. I'm sure they will sponsor it, but I just wait until tonight to see what we wanted to try.
Has anybody got any other ideas on maybe how to do it?
No, yours sounded okay. I was just saying it would be difficult if we was gonna do the around town.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Drive through and come to the fireplace, it'd be better. I mean, it'd be a good idea the way you said it.
Yeah.
But you decide to do where the Santa Claus is gonna go around town and we give out.
Yeah.
Well,
it's gonna be kind of difficult.
Yeah, Santa Claus will probably go around town anyway, make a little visitation. And that's usually to let everybody know that we're here. We're waiting.
Right.
So and he can throw some candy or whatever he wants to do. Then we'll just let him sit outside. I don't think we need it, no lap setting, no getting close to Santa, but they can look at him, see how pretty he is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, have y'all sat in on a date for that yet?
We haven't. No, I don't know if we can get this right now, but surely between, we usually do it, second week? Does that sound right? Of December? Is that when we've done it in the past?
Oh.
Second weekend?
Hey, wait a minute though. Hey, Charlene, now, is that gonna be too much for you and Katie if people call in and y'all take their information?
Well, we're down to one person.
She needs to unmute.
We're down to one person right now for a couple of weeks. So it would be tough on me right now because I'm just one person in the office.
Okay, but that's, we need to take that into consideration too. If you're the only one in there right now, we don't want to overwhelm you.
Well, putting it on Facebook, I just need to figure out how to find it, where we can get the information off. Facebook will probably get us more information than anything. And the fire department, does real good at theirs is like quick. They get quick response from their post.
Yeah.
I might get
Well,
Brian in there.
I can take some through the food bank.
Okay. Well, I think we need to go ahead and plan on taking them, and we'll just have to make it, if they don't have time to take it right then, call back or something. But most of it will probably be on Facebook anyway, I bet. I just want to make sure we don't miss anything on Facebook. I don't look at it, but I need to start looking at it. And you guys, I know, do. So
They can send the city clerk an email.
that's true, but if they put it on our Facebook page, that'd be easier.
I mean, that'll be another way that they can do it.
Yeah.
Rhonda, do you have like a little drop box at the place you talking about?
Well, there is an old mailbox there that you stick it in it and it comes in the building.
We used to have
There
a
is an
trash
old
can.
mailbox.
Used to set a trash can underneath that.
I would say if they could drop it in that, then maybe somebody else besides the two city, like I'll be willing to go up there and get it and do the size and let y'all know.
Well, I could do that, but I would put them toward the drop box up here. It's not going to be a problem. Pick up a piece of paper. We find them all over the floor in there if we're not careful. They come flying out of that thing sometimes. So I would recommend the lockbox up here, City Hall. Easy.
Okay.
Because Rhonda's there on Mondays, and I don't really think I go in there if there's donations that I end up dealing with. But we might forget, Ruth, is what I'm saying. But
yeah, I'm just saying anybody that got a drop box and then
they could use
call me and be like, hey, there's something up here, and I could go get it from her, and then
yeah. I mean, that'd be okay.
The person and the toys and turn it into, have a certain time that we need to have it turned in.
Yeah, we do need to kind of decide on that. I haven't got the calendar here in front of me, but we don't.
Besides a date on what day we done do it, we need a date on when
The 13th is probably the last time. That's a Sunday. Sunday when we do it before Saturday.
We have done it both.
Both. I'm just looking. I mean, you got the 19th. That's right before Christmas week, and I don't know. I might be waiting too late there. We might ought to do it like the 12th or the 13th.
I think the 12th or the 13th, because that last week is hectic for everybody.
Everybody's, if they're doing anything at all or trying it, it's going to be tough. So
if we set it for the 12th or the 13th, we need to give a date on when's the latest they need to drop it off.
yeah, they need to drop it off by the 10th or 11th. We'll probably be putting that stuff together Friday night and Saturday. So, and then we'll pick 12th or 13th, and then we'll decide that on how it fits our schedule on what we're doing.
Why don't we set it for Sunday the 13th from 2 to 4? Isn't that usually what we done?
Either that or 1 to 3. Yeah, either. That'll work.
Well, I mean, time frame doesn't matter to me, but I was thinking about people getting out of church, going out to eat, and then getting back to Corden.
That's good.
Because I know go out and eat on Sundays, Ted.
Yeah. You normally do?
We said the restaurants are shut down. You can't go eat.
They're all shut down now.
Yeah, they all shut down now.
Karen, I think it's takeout.
So Sunday, December 13th from 2 to 4.
2 to 4. Sounds good. Get a hold of Sandy and we'll let the fire department know. And any of you guys got suggestions along the way, holler at us.
Okay, are you gonna do a newsletter?
It'd be hard to get that out by then. I believe we'd be better off advertising on Facebook and maybe putting up some posters. With, like I say, Katie's out until the 29th before she can come back. And we might, we'll just have to see it, depending on our situation there.
Ted,
Yes.
can nothing be printed on the sewer bill?
Yeah, it could be. We could put Santa Claus. Yeah, we could announce that. And I don't know about printing it on the sewer bill. We usually have to fix up a little insert and stuff it with it, is the way we've been doing that. It's not, I don't think you can just bring it out of the computer, generate it. I don't believe. Is that right, Charlene? We haven't. Usually we just make a little insert paper, fold it up and put it in with the bills. That's the safest way to do it.
Well, maybe we could do that and put on there if they're able to go on Facebook and put down the ages of the kids and we can try to count from there.
We'll try to do it and get, if we get the fire department, I know they get quicker activity. Yeah, of course, they're on it all the time. They're looking at it. So we'll do that. And the newsletter, we'd actually planned a newsletter. We was planning on putting it out first of the year. And mainly just, haven't got into that. But yeah, we putting them in the sewer bills. We're getting ready. We'll be mailing them out here 1st of December. So that we got plenty of time to fix some little colorful thing, put it in there. And people can
Give them all the options where to drop the ages and all that off.
Okay.
Like City Hall Dropbox, sewer Dropbox, Facebook, Fire Department Facebook.
Call
and then
Karen.
Brian and I can communicate on that and keep track of that.
All right, sounds good.
Rhonda, quick question.
Yeah.
Quick. What is this on the list of name for vouchers? What is that?
That's for Thanksgiving baskets.
Where's that at?
I'm sorry. I should have asked this when it was I guess last meeting. I'm just seeing what number be done for Thanksgiving, but Christmas to have Rhonda Smith get a list of names for vouchers. Is that for Christmas or was that for Thanksgiving?
We was discussing it for possibly Christmas, but the Alliance hasn't got, involved yet. And, I know there's stuff going on like it, anybody can go up and drive by the Salvation Army. And of course, they're giving out a lot of food, which has just showed up. Boxes of food. They give out food today at the fairgrounds. And possibly there's going to be food coming to this area next week again, we think. And Little Dixie has been the focal point. It's come to their church, and then we brought some in here. So, that for food, same boxes, I must be the same people sending them up here, I guess. But vouchers for meals, we haven't got into it. I've talked to Joe Brooks, and we haven't made a move. The Alliance usually did those vouchers.
Okay, I had just read it and I was just wondering what it was.
Well, well, I'm glad you brought it up because, I did talk to them and we just haven't moved. I don't know what's going to happen yet. If we do that, we'll be after contacting Rhonda to get, the names and, people that need it. The virus is kind of sticking a lot of that, making it hard. And prices pretty high too. I noticed them at Sherway the other day for a meal for 6 to 8 people. It's like 40 some dollars, I think 44 or something like that. But yeah, I haven't forgot it. We just haven't done it.
Okay.
Now, let's see. Sewer information. I know on your thing, it's got that number, 5,185.25. Well, it is below 5,000 now. That's money that is owed on sewer bills. We still have, I think we've got like, right now, it's between 25 and 30 that are going to be delinquent come the 25th. Now, they still got till the 25th to pay this, and then the cutoff will be the 30th. And I chose that. I didn't want to be cutting off prior to Thanksgiving because that would have been cut off on the 25th. That'll be the least way. That's the most we can do, I guess. We've had a few people set up payment plan, got that started. And we've had several come in and pay some reasonably delinquent bills, but we still have some that are 7 months old. That's probably no chance. And once we shut them off, I probably won't get it, but we'll try. None of us, the office, me, none of us are looking forward to November 30th, but it's coming. And we'll just have to see what happens there.
Do we know if those same bills are also delinquent with the water department yet?
We know some of them are, but as far as matching them up, no. We haven't stuck them together, but some of them are already locked out, I think. Yeah. And that'll be water. And we won't be, when we get into turning ours in, we won't be overlapping. They'll stay locked out until water and sewer is paid. But I think there's some that's paid water bills all along and hadn't bothered to pay sewer. So,
yeah, I looked through she had put the November sewer bills in there, and there was two that were kind of scary on the price that they owe.
Very much. And see, that's with no penalties. So we haven't charged any penalties since this began. So now there's penalties on this month's, when this one becomes delinquent in November's, the one that went out in November for October, there'll be a delinquent penalty on that amount that month. We've sent people, there's been some success in sending them people that have done it. They went to Audubon area and they've got their bill paid. And so it's happened, but it's them going and getting it done. And I've, we've found some that they want us to do it for them, but that's not the way it works. They have to, we're passing out the information. It'll be in the delinquent bill to where to go to possibly get help. And the individual has to do it. It's not something we can do for them, or that would disqualify it probably if they saw us involved in it. So we do have to sign off on the Audubon area, just the fact that that's the bill, that's the correct amount, but then that check comes from them to the city to pay the bill. So it will work if folks will try it and do it.
Can I ask you a question? Somebody stopped and asked me.
Yes.
Is there a place down here to help pay on sewer bill? Lions Club, maybe somebody, Christian place?
The only one is the Alliance with Joe, and I think he's paying up to $100. So that's all we have in Corden.
Okay. Now, I guess this person was told that they supposed to come to y'all and then y'all go to Joe.
No.
How does it work?
No, they weren't told that.
Okay, they go to Joe.
If they had a dispute with anything, they might come to the council. But no, they go to Joe, or they go
straight to him.
They ask him, and or they go to Joe is over the Church Alliance money, and so he's
right.
we got a set amount. He'll pay up to $100.
Okay, well, somebody was told they were supposed to come to y'all and then y'all, Joe.
No, I don't know who, I don't know where they got that information because that's not, somebody that's not got anything to do with the city told them that, I imagine. But,
Well, it was somebody from the Christian, the whatever it is, the Joe Dem's in.
oh,
Church
the
Alliance.
Alliance, Church Alliance?
Somebody from the Church Alliance.
Oh, okay. When you're saying y'all, I thought you meant the city.
Yes, somebody from the Church Alliance said that they had to go to y'all to say that they need help, and then y'all go to the Church Alliance.
Ah, well, now you know Joe and I.
Yes.
And I can't imagine somebody, I don't know, never mind. I don't need to even know. No, that's not the way it works. You go to the Church Alliance and Joe is kind of, unfortunately for him, he's stuck. He's the treasurer and he gets stuck with all these requests. But
Right.
no, Joe can handle that, but he has a set fee because a amount of $100 is what we'll pay for it. Now the Audubon area paid the entire bill of that one guy's. I don't know if Salvation Army might do stuff like that. We try to give them avenues of where to go. Team Kentucky, other than they've give us all that information, I haven't heard any results from Team Kentucky. I don't know what they're doing to help folks, but yeah.
I was hearing that only placing is out of an area. A lot of places is not wanting to help the city of Corton, if you lived in the city of Corton, but the Audubon area.
Yeah, I don't know that part. They may be keeping some of it in Henderson. I don't know. Depends on who you're asking. But our only option as far as the city goes is to either set up a payment plan and get everybody to understand they have to make their payment and then add plus their sewer bill for that month and continue on. We can't seem to get all that cleared away sometimes, but yeah, I don't know any other way to help them. We sure can't afford it. I'm talking
Joined
about
by
the city.
Dr. Grace.
Huh?
I see Dr. Grace joined us.
Oh, I'm not seeing anybody else but you all, so. Okay.
We got two Nathans.
One of them was Dr. Grace.
Oh, we do have two now. Well, congratulations, Doc. I always wanted to know a doctor.
My phone died. I had to try to get on somehow.
That happens to me. All right. Any other questions? Doctor? Now, somebody's acting up here. All right, is there anybody else that needs to be left in or let in? Charlene? Now I'm not? Huh. Nathan probably did that. Muted me while he was switching around to Dr. Grace there a bit. All right, well, anyway, that's all I've got. Anybody got anything you want to add? David Herring, can you see anybody on there that's got questions or whatever?
Oh, look.
I don't have anybody here. If I'm leaving somebody out, I don't know it.
No questions right now.
None?
None. No.
All right. Well, it's, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Uh,
All right.
Thank
Peace
you,
out.
Chris. and
Wonderful to
everybody.
see all you all. How's the weather over across the bridge?
You know, it's not bad
All right, good deal.
when I
It's
get
been
out
pretty-
and enjoy
it's
it.
been pretty here.
Yeah, been good.
All right, Karen, we'll get in touch and talk about what we're gonna do and get a move on the Christmas thing.
Okay.
All righty. I'm gonna
All right.
start. I'm